Good evening. We're back after 2 weeks. We're back with Finlands. We've got here with John, Andy, myself, Brian, and Ian. Where do we leave it then? So, I believe after being led to a forgotten tomb in the Howling Hills by a friendly demonic fox, you were hoodwinked into letting it recover an amulet from the denizen inside the tomb, which the fox then sang to and brought back to life, making its escape. But I believe you pretty much managed to get away from that deal with that scot free. I don't think anybody suffered anything too serious from that, did you?
No,
we were just about to start starving to death.
Yes. I think the worst came afterwards, didn't you? So I think you've wandered around, getting lost and running out of supplies in the hills. I think that is. Oh no, that was.
We made camp in the tomb, didn't we?
You did, yes.
We cleared out the
bad weather.
We've got a bit of food, haven't we now, I think?
Yeah.
We got that deer.
Yes,
the stag led us to a deer, a freshly killed deer.
Yes.
Yeah, the stag led us to a freshly killed deer that had been gouged by something.
Its horns.
It got gouge marks in it.
Hang on a minute. I thought you guys killed that deer.
We did. We did. I killed it with a stag horn that I found on the ground.
Yeah, we found it and used it as a rake.
Yeah.
And the stag just happened to run into it and kill itself.
So that's now been turned into deer jerky, hasn't it?
I believe so. Yes, I believe you spent some time.
And we got some pelts off it as well, didn't we?
You did. I believe that's. Did you add that onto your wagon?
Yes.
I think somebody did.
Cool. And of course, let me pause this as well. So of course the stag. You've seen that since that happened. You've seen the stag again. I think you set off travelling again as well, didn't you? I know it's the morning of the next day. That's for sure.
We haven't done the travel yet.
I think we're about to, weren't we?
We're ready to.
We got through the previous night. I believe we already made our food and water rolls.
Yes. I think we did.
Yeah.
For the day, we just haven't gotten on to the actual traveling.
Yeah, I believe that's where we left it with the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the stag has been made an appearance as well again.
Are we following the stag, or are we going to continue?
Are we heading west?
Looking for the bandits?
Well, which way is the stag going?
South.
Oh.
I didn't like the fox, but the stag fed us, and if it's trying to lead us somewhere,
is it going to lead us?
I'm happy to.
Is it going to be like the fox though? And it's it makes out everything's nice, and then it just hoodwinks us into something else again, and we're just like, it's like animals of farthing wood leading us around in circles and just like doing all the bidding for us while we starve to death and get killed.
The fox
it could. Sure.
Never gave us anything, did it?
The fox never gave us anything.
No. It just led us on a merry dance.
Gave you wonderful companionship.
The stag is providing for us, so at the very least I feel like we owe it something, so why not follow it?
An arrow in its throat. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm up for what everybody else wants to do. I'm not trying to take the lead here. Except it probably will lead the way.
Yeah, let's follow it. Stag.
Follow the stag.
Yeah,
I'll reluctantly follow the stag.
We might bump into some bandits anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you're going to do that, then so bring up the part sheet, of course. Where are we? Where's the part sheet gone? So I will, whoever, because you're following the stag and because it's, you can't always see it. But it keeps returning. So you lose sight of it every now and then, but maybe every now and then it comes back inside. And because of this, because you do it, because of that, and because you're following the stag, I will give you a bonus dice onto lead the way.
Okay. I will add a bonus die.
And is anybody going to be assign themselves to keep watch during the hike?
I'm just trying to remember what my new talent does. I can't remember if it's to lead the way or keep watch.
Oh, which talent was it?
The Pathfinder one.
Oh, you should be leading the way then.
In that case, I shall
think.
lead the way.
I will cancel and I will move into.
So if you're not,
what is keep watch based off of?
Scouting, I believe. Scouting? Or have I just made that skill?
Scouting and wits. So I have 6 wits. Not great at scouting, but I can wits it.
So if you're not sure what your talent does, Ian, there's the speech bubble next to where it's lifted. If you click on that, it'll bring up the description in chat. It's not. I don't think it's the full description, but it's like a summary. And of course, you'll find the full description. Oh, it is pretty much. And you can find it in the journal anyway. But yeah, that looks like a full description anyway.
Yeah, +1 on lead the way, so you'd be at +2. Well, you'd click the. You should have a little button to click for path, and then you'll add 1 in the box for the stag.
Yeah. So when you move, it should add it into the box, shouldn't it? I'll put you on to lead the way. It should add it into your box when you click on lead the way.
So if that's added a modifier to that.
Yeah. So click on the lead the way button on the travel sheet, on the party sheet, and that should. And you want to add another +1. Excuse me. Another bonus.
And make sure you tick the Pathfinder box. That should be there.
Yeah, that's ticked. So that's giving me a +2 then in total, hasn't it?
Yep. Ba-boom. It's nice.
Okay. So that is no problem then. So we can move on to.
Oh, should I make a watch roll?
So yeah, I mean, technically, as it's written in the book, you just do it if there's an encounter, but that seems to be a bit of a giveaway, doesn't it? So I think it's probably Although that does mean that if you pushed it, you'd be taking damage for something that you wouldn't know.
That's also true.
I suppose. So I suppose we'll take it as we'll do it as
you tell me when to roll.
Yeah, I'll tell. Yeah, that's yeah. We'll go with that.
And I won't take it as a giveaway.
So you do. So we're still traveling through difficult terrain. So you're only gonna cover one hex during the first quarter of the day anyway.
Sure.
But you do. By midday, you are coming to the sort of the foothills of the hills. You're heading out of the hills back down to plains. Off to the east, in the distance, you can see. You can just make out a large body of water, but before that, you can see some marshes or fens that stretch out as into the distance to the east as well. To the west and south, there's more open plains. Although in the far to the south, maybe a quarter day away, you can see a mountain range.
I think the mountain range might cause us problems trying to get through.
So
and for food.
Yeah. So unless there's a pass,
you can't get through.
You can't. Yeah, mountains you can't travel through.
Okay.
The other thing that is more apparent, of course, is that you catch sight of the stag more more regular, more often now, because the terrain's becoming more open, and it clearly seems to be leading you south. Again, it disappears, but it returns more often now, almost as if it's checking up on your progress, which I don't know how you feel about that, but yeah, you get that impression. Whether that's reassuring or not, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think we're good for now.
So,
We've come so far.
so yeah, if you want to make your another lead the way roll, and so
This will be
Me.
second quarter.
yep, this will be second quarter.
Lead the way. +2 again, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, it
yep,
should be all the same.
yep.
Oh, I shouldn't assume. I'm assuming we're still getting the bonus from the
Yes,
the
yes.
stag.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Oh, we failed
Push
one.
it.
Okay, so
Push it.
do you
Push
want to
it.
push it? So I don't know if we mentioned this last time. So pushing it. You only really want to be pushing it if you really want to, because
That's fair.
pushing it too often is just going to hurt you, as you've seen.
Yeah, or if you need the willpower,
Yeah.
it's fine failing occasionally.
Yeah. So don't feel that you should push it all the time just
I
because
don't
you
think
fail
I'm
it.
going to this time.
I mean, of
Okay.
course, you will get a mishap, but it's not always a terrible thing. So let's see. So we need a mishap for find the
So
way.
now should I roll keep watch? Is that the kind of
Yeah, you
situation
can.
that
Yeah, why
you're-
not? You can roll it now. Yes, why not?
Okay. I'm just wondering. I mean,
No, I
if
was.
it's not
Yeah, no.
necessary,
Yeah,
I
by all
won't.
means, I was going to ask you to make it anyway. I'm just trying to
Okay.
find the.
Get the
There it
party
is.
sheet back open. There it is. Keeping the watch. 6 dice. Well,
Okay.
I got 2. So we might have some forewarning of what is about to happen.
Okay, so it's about mid-afternoon. You've covered a full hex so far. You've got about half the quarter day of travel left. The stag seems to deviates in its southward path and starts heading off to the southwest. If you want to continue following it, but before you make that decision, you're caught in there's a sudden change in weather, and there's a massive downpour of rain. A rainstorm catches you out in the open, and you quickly all become drenched. And unless you're going to seek shelter, you are going to potentially suffer the effects of being cold.
I try to shout over the downpour, barely able to keep my eyes open against the rain. Like, I really think we should find shelter. I don't want to travel in this.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay.
I've got a tent.
I also
Can we?
That'll fit
Can we
2
put
of
the-
us.
I mean, I'm sharing your tent.
Right.
So we're making camp.
I think that's going to be the best idea, isn't it?
Okay, so who is on the make camp?
I
That'll be
believe
me.
Oscar
Quartermaster
is our campman.
Yeah, is that value 1 active? One. Wait. Is it just on? Is it just on wits? Do you not get anything else?
Make camp is a survival roll.
Maybe I've got nothing in survival then.
Yeah.
Right.
But
But
it's-
you should get your quartermaster bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one bonus. Yeah. Thought I got more than that.
You,
What's the skull do if I push it? Do I lose a wits?
You will lose. Yeah, you'll take damage to your wits.
I'll push it. So I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah,
push.
that would be probably advisable in this situation because, like I say, you're going to.
oh God, 3
ow.
wits, but at least you hit it.
Yeah. Because otherwise you would be suffering if you didn't get a
We'd
proper
all be
camp.
suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've took one for the team.
Yeah. Okay.
Good man.
So what do you find then? What does Oscar find?
Oh, I was just gonna get the tent set up.
Oh no, you gotta find something with cover.
Yeah, a tent's got cover.
For
don't have-
2 people.
We don't have to lay down. We can sit in it.
Do we have to peg it out? Can we,
We
not
can-
just
we
put
can
it up as a?
We can sit in it until the rain stops. And
Can we
then,
not open it up? Can we not open it up as a
Be more
sheet?
imaginative than that. Like find a rock outcropping or something.
Are we in the open, fairly
Yes.
open?
Yeah, it's
ground?
open plains, but there's it's generally the dominant terrain is plains, but there's variations in that. So
Some
there'll be bits of
shrubbery
hill,
to hide under. Or something.
some bushes. Is that?
I mean, that's fine for me because I'm only small.
A nice thorn bush.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I don't know about you lot.
Thanks.
I just thought I was just going to set up camp and we can just sit in the tent until the rain stops. I need to buy another tent. I don't know if there's nowhere to.
Are there any
Yeah,
trees? Is there any trees about?
Any
There
shelter?
can be, like I said, if you want there to be trees, you can find some trees to shelter under. It's to, like I said, plains is the dominant terrain in here, but there's going to be variations on that. There's going to be bits of hills. There's going to be trees. There's going to be potentially any other.
I've spied some trees with my telescope that I've not used yet.
Okay,
There you go.
cool.
It does have a use. So we'll set up camp under the shelter of those trees over there.
Okay, so while Oscar is setting up camp, possibly assisted by some of the others, Siren, you're keeping watch. Maybe stood on a little rise overlooking the terrain. So every so often you catch sight of the stag, which seems to be staying around in the general area. But suddenly it freezes and kind of looks as if it's looking about, or as if it's sensed something, and then it just darts off.
We've got company.
And you don't see anything for a while, maybe a good 5 minutes or more, and then in the distance, maybe about a mile, almost a half a mile, maybe even a mile away, you see not a procession. The procession's the wrong word. A convoy, if you like. So you see a wagon. You see a covered wagon, being escorted by about six people. Couple people riding on the front of the wagon, and the rest sort of walking to the sides.
Okay. Well, I tell everybody else what I see. Some kind of caravan convoy out in the distance. Are they coming our direction?
They are not. They appear to be heading. Yeah, I would say they're heading in a roughly southwest direction.
What sort of do they look like? Just like traders or?
I mean, it's like they're almost a mile out. I can't see in that detail.
No.
Right.
Telescope.
Maybe if you had a telescope.
What about with the telescope?
Oh, that's a fair point. Can I borrow your telescope, Oscar?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
So I'll take a gander again.
Okay. So you can, through the telescope, you can see, like I say, you can see this covered wagon. It's got like a. It looks like maybe something similar to a hay cart, but you can't tell exactly, because it's got this big piece of tarpaulin over the covering it.
Hmm.
And there's two. You can see two. Like I said, there's two people sat on the front, sort of driving the wagon, and you can just about make out the clothes. So they're like wearing sort of tattered looking robes that are kind of yellow and black. And the men walking alongside, they look a bit like they look like guards, men at arms. You can see they're clearly carrying shields and weapons.
Are they human? Are they?
They do appear to be human, yes.
Would I recognise these people?
Not without a telescope, no.
I can hand you
Let
the
me
telescope
check.
if you'd like to look.
They're going to be making camp, aren't they, shortly? Because it's
Possibly.
we could
They're not showing any signs of stopping, but
Look.
maybe.
pay them a visit in the dark.
Start our banditry career?
No, just to get a better look. See what's in that wagon.
Sure. As bandits.
So
They might be bandits.
That's
Have you-
true.
Have you still
Could
got
be.
your poisons?
Give them some poisoned deer jerky.
if you're Siren and Gaviel, if you're looking for a tell, I'll let you both make a wits roll as well, if you like. Wits is an appropriate one.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Would this be like a lore roll? If I'm trying to figure out their heraldry, their coloring?
Yeah, okay, yeah, why not?
All right.
What direction did you say they're going?
Southwest.
Southwest.
Oh, right.
Ish. It looks, yeah, that general
Ish.
direction. So it's hard to tell because even with the telescope, still can't see, very clearly. But the garb that the two seated on the front of the wagon are wearing
Mhm.
reminds you of how the Rust brother in the Hollows was dressed.
But different coloring, right?
No, about the same.
Oh, I thought Rust Brothers. Maybe this was just me. I would have thought they would have been reds and blacks instead of yellows and blacks, but I don't think we ever established that. So yeah, okay,
Well, yeah, I think there were yellows, oranges, and blacks.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. So yeah, I pass that on, and
So maybe we don't want to visit
I
them
think
in
we
the
should.
dark.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know that I'm in a hurry to engage with the Rust Brother caravan. Seneca
think-
might be interested in that wagon if they've been going around doing what
Yeah, so I was just thinking.
the guy in town would have been thinking.
Are they collecting, or are they taking back what they've collected? And are they going to another
And the
outpost
wagon
or
is
town?
covered and tarpaulined, so I would assume that they're returning.
And it's southwest. I mean, we could, after we've made camp, we could follow the following day because we'd be able to follow the cart tracks, won't we? In the
Right,
general
it should be
direction,
relatively easy.
if we want.
But
to follow
also,
them.
they, it spooked the
Yeah,
bucks,
Stag's
so-
not keen on them, is he?
yeah, the stag isn't keen.
Well, it's done as well so far. So, I think we stay away from them.
I thought it had bolted because I thought it had sensed wolves because there's supposed to be wolves, isn't there, around these parts?
Yeah, the word
Could
that's
be,
yeah.
could
It's just also, yeah. Considering the Howling Hills is supposed to be like renowned for having lots of wolves, you didn't see a single one. Strangely.
Yeah.
They're all dead in back of that
Usually,
wagon.
I'd say luckily,
Yeah.
thankfully, perhaps.
Yeah, very luckily, they're not nice. And now you're well out of the house, out of the hills now anyway. So
Well, we can decide what to do tomorrow. We're not doing anything tonight, are we?
No,
Right.
No, we just
Stay
I
out.
need to sleep because I've got 1 wits left.
Yeah, let's stay out the way.
Is there anybody foraging for food or anything?
I shall keep watch if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, I would say if not, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll keep watch overnight. I'll go ahead and sleep now.
Go on then, and I'll keep watch now.
So who's doing what now then?
I'll keep watch.
So I'm gonna. Or wait, are we still? This is still technically second quarter. Or are we getting ready for third quarter?
so it's still technically it'll be still technically second quarter, kind of overlapping into the third. Yeah.
Because
Right. So
I made
keeping
camp,
watch while
didn't I?
were
You
making
can all
camp
still
that
do
second
stuff.
quarter. I can't, but they can.
Right, I'll do some foraging. See if we can find any provisions.
One second.
Nope.
Nope.
Them Rush brothers have scared everything off.
Yeah, go on then. I'll forage as well then, in a sort of separate direction. What is it? Scouting. Is it
For
Survival.
survival. Yeah.
survive? Oh, sorry, yeah, survival. There we go. Yeah.
Nope.
I see nothing.
That's fine. We're pretty good on provisions right now.
Yeah.
You're not too bad, are you?
Yeah.
1 second.
It's fine. We're pretty good. It's fine. We're pretty good on provisions.
Just on a side note, I don't think my travel sheet's updating with people's locations on different parts.
Just ran out into the night.
Nope.
No, anything else. Not heard anything else.
Want that? Right. Okay, so sorry, I was looking at something else briefly. Then. So foraging has not gone well then.
No.
No. Terrible.
But yeah, you've got I think you've got quite a bit of food, haven't you, from the
Yeah,
start,
we're all
anyway?
right.
We have got some food, yes.
Right. Okay then. So are you posting a watch?
So third quarter, somebody needs to keep watch. I'll sleep so that I can keep watching the
I'll
fourth
keep watch.
quarter,
And I'm sleeping as well.
and then other people could do other. Oh, you're gonna sleep as well? If you're gonna sleep, then I'll just If you want to take watch in the fourth quarter, I'll forage right now and then sleep in the fourth quarter.
Well, you forage. You forage now.
Yeah, do
I'll,
that then.
I'll keep watch. You forage.
Okay.
I might as well forage again, and then I'll sleep in last.
Okay, so if you're foraging again, are you assisting Siren or are you foraging in a separate area?
I'll
Assist.
assist Siren this time.
Okay then. So that's a bonus dice then for Siren on his forage.
Okay.
I'll make sure Oscar stays tucked up in bed.
So I just press on sleep, don't I?
Big old 2.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 2 units of roots and vegetables, which you can either use tonight as 2 units of food, or you can cook them up and to convert them into rations.
We can probably use them tomorrow, so somebody doesn't have to roll in the morning, right?
Yeah. Because it's going to take a quarter day to prepare them anyway, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to sleep. So
Okay.
What do I click on? Do I just click on find a good place, or do I click on my
No,
bed?
on your
you
sheet.
already have a camp. You just click on rest at the top of your sheet.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
Find a good places if you're gonna like try and sleep without without a camp.
Without a camp. Yeah.
I ain't got my sheet open. Oh, that makes it a bit harder, doesn't it?
Okay. So, and who's on watch for the evening? Is this the
That'll
This
be
is the last
Oscar.
quarter, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm on rest.
so
Yep, so am I.
so Oscar's on watch then, is it?
And everybody else should be sleeping.
So
Unless you want to stay up.
No, it just won't move into rest. It just won't move into sleep. Sorry.
So when I've noticed that if you have to drop it on the top slot and not try and
Oh,
drop it
yeah.
underneath.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
As well.
Because I were
That'll
like,
do what?
yeah. Because I were like, it don't work, and then you have to drop it on the top slot.
So my
It's-
travel sheets
my-
updated with everybody's.
my spyglass is there, but I presume I can't use it because it's night time, and it's for two hexes away, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So yeah, spyglass would be practically useless.
It's
Well, you can look through it.
Yeah, you can look.
Can we upgrade it to a night vision?
Dark very, very well.
I can see in dark really well.
Yeah, what he's done is cut.
I've failed miserably. I've got to push it, Anna. Really.
Have you? Where's
No.
a few?
They might sneak up on us and take us prisoner and kill us all.
Well,
It'd be my fault.
They're gonna see. They're gonna see you first, so that should give rest of us a chance to at least wake up.
Oh, they'll just kill me because I'm on guard.
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
I can't be nodding off.
Okay.
So I'll be back to square one with my wits.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you leave me on guard. I'm an old man. I need a nap.
Don't
Just-
push it. If you don't see something, you don't see something. What's
Oh,
the worst
sorry.
that can happen?
Yeah, I'll not push it then.
Yeah, just find him past that.
I'll
Okay.
blame Donkey. It's
Right.
Donkey's fault.
Right. Okay. So, so Oscar, you're keeping watch, and the first thing that makes you you're aware of somebody nearby is you see the light of 3 torches approach your camp, almost like walked completely into your camp,
Oh,
and there's a line of figures. Look to be, can't tell for certain. They look to be like men and women. Can't tell how old they are. Like I say, you're not certain if they're which are men and which are women, or if they're indeed men and women, because they're all wearing masks. Intricate bird masks,
Okay.
and they're carrying a torch. So the guy the one at the front is carrying a torch, the one in the middle, and the one at the back. And they're carrying a torch, and they're just walking in single file, and they kind of just walk, almost like I say, almost literally walk straight through your camp, just along the edge, probably.
do they see
Oh,
us?
So they're not. Did they not know the? Do I get the impression that they didn't know the camp was here, or are they just walking past the camp? They're not bothered.
Well, you're not sure which it is. They certainly walk, like I say, just within.
Are they walking towards the tent, or are they walking?
No, they're walking past.
Oh, they're walking past.
So they're literally within about 20, 30 feet of you, and they can, unless they're blind, they must be able to. They must have seen you.
I'll shout out to them. Hello. And obviously that's trying to wake up the rest of my party.
Okay.
I'm gonna get us all killed.
See,
Notoriously hard to wake up.
Bird mask. Did you say like a raven mask?
well, you can make. Is it like it could be a raven?
Is it a sex party?
Yeah. Swingers.
Have they got like
Right.
keys for the houses and a fruit bowl and some pineapple pictures and pampas grass in back?
They're obviously looking for a different tent.
We can only hope.
Oh, I'm glad they didn't put that pineapple picture up on outside the tent.
You can, Oscar. You can make a wits roll. You can.
I can't. Oh, no, I can. I've gotten back. I'm firing on all cylinders.
It's up to you. It's you. The rest of you. It's up to you if you wake up. I'll let you decide.
Wake up, damn you! Roll. Come on. Oh, shocking.
Okay, so you-
I don't. It's definitely a bird mask.
It's
but
a it's a
can't-
bird mask. You're not. Yeah, you're not sure.
Are they
It's-
ignoring me? Or are they just carrying on walking?
They seem to ignore you. Just carry on walking.
How rude! So I'll go into the tent and I'll actually I'll shake Syrian awake.
What do you want?
There were some people outside, like half a dozen people, men and women, and they were wearing bird masks.
13 to be
And it-
precise.
A dozen, 13, baker's dozen, and they've just walked straight past the tent and they've gone off into the darkness. And I hailed them and they ignored me.
What do you want me to do?
I was just letting you know you're not interested.
Are they? I mean, are they still here? Did they leave?
Well, if we follow them, they've walked off now. I think. Oh, forget it, and I'll go back outside.
I roll back over.
So have they gone?
Well, they are go. They're still. You can still see them. They're walking
What-
off. They've not stopped.
What direction are they going in?
They are going east.
East. And the others were going southeast.
Southwest.
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 Yeah, they are going east. You could easily catch them up if you want. They walk. You know, they're just walking quite slowly.
What to be ignored again?
Do we want to see them?
I think we need to follow them. I don't know.
Could be a
why.
part. Could be a party.
Like I say, it's up to you if Oscar woke you up. It's entirely up to you.
What's the Raven god?
Raven.
Is that what they will worship? Easy to remember. That's what they worshipped in the Hollows, isn't it? Kind of.
One of, I think.
One of.
No. The Raven wasn't worshipped in the Hollows.
All right.
I don't. Let me. I could be wrong.
It was the
Let me.
undead thing, wasn't it?
Let me just double check. But I don't think it was a Raven. Let me just.
How's
Now I
the
can't
Raven
get back to
get-
sleep, so I
So
rumble out of the tent.
I'll go back in the tent and I'll wake the other two up, see if they.
No.
want to go and-
So in the Hollows, they worship. Their chapel was dedicated to the gods Whale, Flow, and the Nightwalker.
All right.
But the Church of Rust, they worship. They worship the Raven,
Oh, they do worship the Raven.
or their interpretation of the Raven.
All right.
So they
Probably not.
they claim so the Church of the Rust claim that the Raven was like this metal bird, and they carried the stick, which represents Herm, I believe. I forget the name exactly. And they represent, but it's kind of, they believe it. They were like representation. So it represented metal and wood that humans use, were gifts to humanity to forge tools.
Oh, it's all made up garbage.
What do you mean?
I'll go back into the tent and I'll wake the other two up and I'll leave Syrian be.
No, I
So-
mean, now I can't get back to sleep, so I'm already coming out of the tent.
So I'll point in the direction that they're all going. Then you said east, didn't you?
So yeah, you can maybe
Still make out the
just see, 'em, but you
torches.
can definitely see the torches. Yeah.
They totally ignored me, so I don't know what would be gained from following them. What do you think?
They're not.
Plus, we'd have to leave his tent and everything
They're
behind.
just going, right?
Yeah, they were just walking, but men,
Yeah,
men and women.
We don't want to lose the tent.
They weren't.
I mean,
Did
they're
you
not
ever-
that far away. They're like I said, they're walking really slow. They may be about not even 100 yards away.
Are they dressed the same? Are they armed? Are they
No, the only
just got
thing that's uniform amongst them
was the
is they've all
masks?
got the masks. Yeah, these intricate looking bird masks.
Would you say they look like villagers, maybe,
They're not. They're certainly not dressed in like fine clothing or anything like that.
but not like warriors or anything?
No, they're not. No, they're not wearing any armor. Don't even see any weapons or anything like that. They're just like dressed in just bog standard clothes. Yeah.
Oh, cultists! Let's go and kill them
I was just going to say, can we go kill them all?
and steal the masks.
No, I just want to kill them all.
I mean, it's dark. We can axe them in back of head.
Right. And you think I'm bloodthirsty?
I just like hurting people.
You woke me up. I'm in a bad mood. I need to kill something.
Well, go on. Maybe go and see what they're doing.
Yeah? What, we're
Yeah.
just going to ask them?
I'll stay here and guard the camp. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
So I call out to them before they get too far.
Um,
Who there?
they keep going.
They're just ignorant.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know if
I-
they can hear you or not. They don't respond. They don't turn to look or.
What do y'all think? I don't know.
I'll shout them as well. Ahoy!
Who's got a bow and arrow?
I have. Can I run up to the rear one? Can I catch the rear
yeah,
one?
Yeah, like I said, they're only they're like walking. at
Yeah, I
like
think
a
we'll-
slow,
Alright.
methodical, steady pace.
Just
I run-
ask them what they're doing, where they're going.
Yeah. So I
Grab
run, up
hold
to
of
the,
one.
I run up to the rear one and pat him on the shoulder. And where are you going?
Okay, so when you pat him on the shoulder, they stop, and as they stop, the others stop as well.
Oh,
And his figure turns. So you can now you're up close. You can see it's a woman. From the hands, they look quite old. And they reach to a pouch on the like waistband, and hold something out to you towards you.
can I see what it is?
So they drop a coin, a silver coin, into your hand,
Oh, thank you.
and then they turn and they all start walking again.
Does I look at it? Can I see anything on the coin, or can I feel anything on the coin?
So it's a silver coin, and on both sides is is a pavinated eye. If you
Oh.
know what that is.
A pavinated eye.
A pavinated
What?
eye. A pavinated eye is an eye of iridescent green, blue and green, a bit like the eye on a peacock's tail feather.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, on both sides there's like this this eye, this iridescent blue and green eye.
Anybody can law check that?
You could try and law check it, yeah.
Yeah, go on. I've got it in my hand, so I'll have a look. See if I know what I'm looking at. Probably not. Yeah. Yes, I do.
Nice.
Wow, very good. Wow, that's good. So maybe you remember one of the elders back at Seneca's Rest telling a story that had been passed down to him from their ancestors, and they told about when they were first, just after the blood mist arrived, a traveller arrived in the village. It didn't stay. It didn't stay long. It seemed to be. He seemed to be like afraid of something. That something was following him. But the thing of note about it that makes you recall it, one particular detail, you can't remember much of the story, but one particular detail you do recall is that this person, this traveller, paid excessively over the odds for supplies that he wanted, as if they were, like I say, as if they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid, and the coins that he paid with were silver coins with a iridescent blue and green eye on them. And it was almost as if they were trying to get rid of them.
Oh, okay.
So not good then.
Well, who knows?
Maybe not.
So meanwhile, they just carry on walking, and they slowly fade into the distance. Till all you can see is just the light. Every so often you can see the point of lights on the torches. Till unless you're doing anything about it, they just they eventually wink out, disappear.
Following or not?
No. I don't think we should. I
Back
don't
to
know.
camp then.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, they give us a coin. Can we spend it?
It looks other than that, it looks like a genuine silver coin.
Excellent.
I mean, you've seen all sorts of like printings of coins. They don't seem to be a uniform sort of
Pound
coinage. There's silver, coins, there's copper coins, gold coins, and they all seem to have different heritages.
But they're all worth the same.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's silver, it's gold, it's copper, but minted in different places. And who knows where they've come from.
I think back to camp, tie Oscar to a tree so he can't wake us up again, and we'll get some decent sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just return to camp then.
Yep.
Okay. So how much of that you impart to your fellows is up to you, of course.
I'll tell them all.
I wasn't here. What?
It's all right. He don't need to know.
I don't need to know.
No.
The guy at the front wants to chat with you.
If it's got anything to do with that, all these made-up religions, I don't want to know.
It's about 2 mile down road though, so you're gonna have to run.
So, did they actually talk to you?
No. Nothing.
Just total ignorance.
Yeah. Didn't say a lot. We got this though, and I'll give him the coin.
Oh, you can take that off what you owe me.
Hang on a minute. Have you got out at wrong side of bed here, or what? Because there were none of this. You were paying. There were none of this. We had to pay you back.
I brought you a lovely. No, actually, it was a gift because you've in the past you saved my life, so it was.
I'll not save your life in future. So if that's it, I will push you towards danger.
No, that's why I got you a helmet to push you towards danger.
Well, are you sure you want your money back?
No, it's an investment, isn't it?
There we go.
There we go.
That's the way.
So
I'll keep it.
Well, don't you want to keep it? Hasn't it got something? Hasn't it got some weird emblem on it or something?
Yeah, it looks nice.
It might come in useful. It might be a token for where they're going.
What we'll do is we'll keep hold of it, and then if everything goes wrong, we can remind Oscar that he caused all this.
Yeah.
Give him that coin.
I didn't cause it. I stayed here. You followed.
Because you're a coward.
No, I was guarding the tent.
Okay. Are you leaving it at that then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Right then. So the rest of the evening passed without any further events. And you wake the next morning to, well, it's not that, it's not raining anymore. Come on, it's not raining anymore. Yeah, so it's cloudy, but mostly clear today. The ground's quite boggy, and there's large puddles in places from the downpour of the night before.
Oh, I've got something to drink.
Yeah, you can suck water out the puddles.
Yeah, I'll give you an helping hand.
Sucking it out of that puddle. I'll give you
I think you meant giving me a wash, giving me a dunk.
Just hold it. Just hold his head there long enough to.
I'm going to say, I'll make sure you're
Make
well
sure
hydrated.
Make sure he gets plenty of water.
I can drown in a puddle. Are we doing food, or have we got? Did the
We got
Yeah,
two.
2 units of vegetables somebody can eat if they want to.
instead of rolling a dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go vegetables. If I've got D8, so has anybody got lower than a D8?
No, I'm in a D10 on both, so I'll just roll mine.
Oh, I'll go vegetables then. Not roll.
I think I've got D8 of food, to be honest with you.
I've
Yeah,
got
must be
D8
like-
of food.
Oh, well. Why don't you guys fight over it?
Yeah, you two
Fight
two
over the muddy
fighters.
roots.
you can fight over the vegetables while I eat one portion.
I'll fight you for it. I'll draw my axe and like if you value your life and you want to be safe.
Who's that to? The other fire?
No to you.
I've already eaten.
It's stuffing roots in.
Yeah.
You
I'll eat
wouldn't like it. You're a fighter. You need meat.
my own food, thank you.
Oh, Garville's food's gone down.
Yeah, there we go. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Boom. So you eat and drink you
I need to do water, don't
your morning share of your rations, or chow down on your muddy roots.
Well,
No, I rinsed them in a puddle.
Garviel and Darren both rolled food, so I think we still need to. I think we still have that 1 unit of vegetables I could cook up later.
Oh right,
we've
yeah,
still
no-
got, yeah,
all
we've
right,
still got it.
yeah. So you have
Yeah,
to
cook
use. You have to do something with it today, otherwise it'll
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
spoil.
Cook it up.
I'll cook it at some point.
Okay. So so what do you want to do?
I say we keep following it. Can we spot the stag?
So
Yeah.
there's no
Like-
sign of the stag at the moment.
No,
No,
sign.
What-
I see, I
What
told you
direction
was
did it
lost.
scoot off in?
Southwest.
Yeah.
Is the way it was heading.
Yeah.
Which is the same way the potential Rust Brother convoy was going.
So are we just going to go that way, same way then?
Or do we go east and follow the Raven Mask people? Or do we just head south? Or southeast? Either way, I think it's Garviel's choice because he's the leader.
Will they give us some more silver if we follow them?
Can each of us get a silver coin? Can we talk to them multiple times and get multiple silver coins?
Yeah, you've got to touch an old woman though.
What if we change our outfit in between talking to them?
Well, could be an easy book, couldn't it?
I'd
Does
touch
it-
an old woman for a piece of silver.
Does it matter where we touch her?
I'll let you experiment. I'm not going into detail.
Do we have to show you on a doll?
Yeah, Theron, where did you touch the lady?
Uh,
I mean, she must have liked it. She gave you silver, so
I know, yeah. I only touched that shoulder.
What's that? A
So-
sensitive shoulder.
Are we going mask people, or should we go southwest?
Southwest.
Southwest. Southwest.
Southwest. All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Radio. So if you want to assign your roles for the first quarter day.
So when do you actually get to use the spyglass properly? I mean, could I keep watch now and use it to like spy if it's fairly flat land to spy ahead?
So let me have a look at it. I've not had a proper look at it, to be honest. Where is it?
'Cause
Spyglass.
I'd be able to see them up ahead, wouldn't I?
Scouting at long range. Gear bonus to scouting at long range. So I would say, so long as you were successful, it would mean that, because if you're successful in a scouting role or encounter, it means you see them in plenty, got at a fair distance, so enough time for you to avoid them or follow them or set up an ambush or
Well,
whatever. But I would
we're
say,
following, aren't we? Still?
yeah, but I would say, so if you were using the spyglass, I would say if you were successful, then that lets you see them you spot them at a further away, so you see them at long range rather than. So you,
Yeah.
so you, yeah.
So
You see them even further away than you normally would.
So I'll do keep watch.
Okay.
So is it lead the way first? Does it matter?
So yeah, you do lead the way first, yeah.
So, Garviel then, I believe.
Sorry, yeah, my mic had gone off then. I hadn't realised I'm talking away. My mic were off. I've just failed to lead the way roll.
Oh dear.
Where
Again.
are we going? Lead the way.
So you're leaving to that. So you don't need to make keep a watch roll unless I ask for it.
All right.
I'm going to risk pushing it, I think.
You're going to risk pushing it.
Yeah, because we don't know what's coming up.
Oh dear.
Okay, now.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Oops. That didn't go well.
So lead the way, mishap.
You've led us into a trap.
Oh wow.
Is there any sight of the wagon?
Well,
Late to be asking that now.
presume
you can make I'll let you make a scouting roll.
I presume they've made camp and then they're having they've
Well, possibly.
set off again. Keep watch. See if I can fail as good as Garfield.
Oh,
We've got a success.
Okay, how many successes do we have?
One.
Just a one. So I'll say that through the spyglass, you see them right, or you see something right in the extreme distance. Right.
What the wagon?
You don't know. It could be. You're not sure. It looks like a group of people. There could be a wagon, but it's right. It's sort of right at the extreme range of your spyglass.
It's probably more like a cloud of dust or something.
There's definitely some something, somebody, some people, but who it is, it's
And
too
it's
far.
still headed.
But it's
southwest.
heading in that direction, yeah.
So, and what's happened with Garfield?
Right. So, let's see. So, you're heading along, and you take a path that runs you down through a small valley and across across an old wooden bridge that crosses a stream. It's quite the stream. It's dried up, so it's just a dry stream bed, but it's quite rocky and wide. So you decide to take the bridge anyway. And while Garviel is leading you across the bridge, part of the bridge gives way and his foot slips through and he falls and twists and sprains his ankle.
Damn it.
Oh,
You'll have to right donkey.
Can I carry him out?
So, yeah, you can pull it. Yeah, you can pull him out. So Garviel, you have suffered a critical injury.
Oof.
I'm going to use my pride roll, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
To do what exactly? To try and avoid that? I'll let you. So, what do you want to do exactly? You tell me, and I'll say if you can do it or not. How do you want to use it?
to be able to shrug off the injury and play it down more than what it is.
Okay, so I'll let you make the roll again and see if you make a success. See if you like cancel it out.
Then
Right, yeah, no problem.
Grin and bear it.
Yeah, grin and bear it, and yeah, you fight it off, and maybe it's not as bad. Maybe it's not as bad as it first looked.
because a fighter injured is not going to be any good to us.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
So you travel southwest for 2 or 3 hours, and you come in sight. So you can, just to the south, you're coming close to the edge of this small, well, yeah, fairly small mountain range, I guess. And when you're just about to continue heading southwest, and when to the south, near the foothills of these mountains, you catch sight of the stag again.
Oh.
What's
I
it
wave
doing?
at
What's it doing?
Standing
Just
majestic.
Yeah, it's standing majestically in the foothills. So it's standing like I say, in the foothills of these mountains, and it disappears behind these hills, and then a few minutes later it reappears again, as it's done before.
Take it wants us to follow it.
yeah, I'm thinking that
Mm-hmm.
there must be a pathway through there. Then I'm presuming.
So do we follow or do we carry on going southwest?
Follow.
I say we follow it.
Yeah, follow it.
That's what
We
we've been
were
doing.
looking for it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you head towards where you saw the stag, and again it keeps appearing and appears to lead you into the foothills of these mountains, and you quite soon, maybe about half an hour later, you come in sight of a pass leading you deeper into this range of mountains, and there's these like jagged peaks rising up on either side of you. And it's really quite desolate. But another thing you notice, you see probably it can't be too far away. You could see a faint sort of column of smoke.
Does the path that it's leading us to, this path, does it look well used? Or not?
It doesn't look like it's recently well travelled, but as you look, it looks like an old road.
All right.
A lot of it's covered by rubble from rockfalls and the like, and it's overgrown. But yeah, looking close, you can see it looks like an old road.
What the plume of smoke? Campfire.
Possibly.
So, what we're doing?
I think we should send Oscar to scout ahead.
That's.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at scouting.
He's got his telescope. He might be able to spot something.
It's too hilly for a telescope.
Yeah.
Well, you're small, you can sneak about.
Yeah, hobbits are good at sneaking.
How far away is this plume of smoke?
It can't be far. Maybe I don't know. Maybe quarter mile, half a mile.
I'm willing to go off and scout ahead, unless we all go. Shall I just go and have a look?
Yeah, just go have a look.
I'll.
I think one would be quieter than us all going.
So
It would.
I'll head in the direction of the smoke.
Okay, you're gonna.
And if there's any cover or anything, if I can.
Oh God, there's lots of cover. Yeah. You can
Alright,
take
so-
your pick.
I'll try and remain as stealthy as I can.
Do you want to make a stealth check then?
Not really. What will that be? Survival.
It is agility.
Oh, I've got loads of that. Not really. Main agility. Look at that.
I think you got a point in stealth as well.
Have I?
You have.
Oh, I have. So why is it not added on then?
Did you click on stealth?
Oh no, because I've clicked on agility. Stealth. Look at me, like a ninja. Maybe, maybe not. We'll not push it.
Okay, right. Okay,
So
right.
I think I've remained hidden. That's all that matters until somebody shoots me.
Right. Okay. Fair enough then. If that's
Stepped on
what
every twig and branch and
Mm,
rubble and such like you can on the way, but yeah.
I've done a great job.
if that's what you choose, well. Okay, so you creep closer
Or not.
towards this column of smoke, and you come in sight of a campsite. So there's
Anybody round it?
So there's a few bedrolls, sort of laid on the floor at the side of what remains of the campfire, which is the source of the smoke, and you can see scattered around empty wine bottles. You don't see anybody at first, and then you hear the.
But I can't see anybody.
No.
Right. I'll that's enough sneaking for me. I'll shift it on back down to the group.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. There you go.
So I think we might have found the bandits. There's a camp, and there's I could hear somebody snoring. It looks like they've been drinking.
Did you find anything to say it was the bandits?
No, but we can ask them after we rob them.
Well, I was thinking.
I didn't fancy going up to them and saying, "Are you bandits?"
No, we just slit the throats in the sleep.
I mean, come on, they're drinking in the middle of the day. They've got to be bandits.
Let's kill them.
Yep.
And I thought you two guys are wanting to fight. You can
do.
go and talk to them.
How many was there?
At least a couple. So good odds.
Oh, at least.
At least a couple.
Well, did you say a couple or several bedrolls?
So yeah,
How many
several
is that?
several
One.
bedrolls, but you didn't see anybody.
Oh, several bedrolls. So
Yeah,
it could
But
be
you
three.
saw nobody.
I heard somebody snoring, but I couldn't see anybody apparently. Maybe they were under the bedroll for some strange reason.
Did you actually scout, or did you just hear a noise and run away?
No, I told you I saw a camp. That's what the smoke's coming from, a campfire. and there was somebody snoring, and they'd been drinking. There was bottles of alcohol lying around. So while we're stood here talking,
They-
they'd probably be waiting for us now. Let's go. We're looking for bandits. If they're not bandits, we can talk to them, can't we?
Well, not if we're going to slit the throats, can we? Unless you can talk to the dead.
No, if they're bandits, we kill them. If they're not, we talk to them.
Why do we have to wait to find out? It's surely just easier if you would have found out, and then we could have just decided.
How do I find out if they're bandits? Do I just
by scouting?
going up to them and going, "Are you a bandit?"
Well, by actually
what's a bandit look like?
evil, bearded, rough looking.
What did these bandits look like that attacked you?
Oh, they didn't attack us. This
Yeah.
is connected to somebody else back in our.
Right.
You don't
We've
really know
never been
what
anywhere. We've never
like.
seen what a bandit actually looks like.
Let's just go, carefully up to the camp and we'll see what's going on. I suggest we all move as lightly as we are able and stealthily as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
It worked for me, so yeah,
I mean, if they've been drinking.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. Okay then.
Are we stealthing again?
Are you
Do
stealth?
you want us all to stealth, or
That's up to
Yeah.
you. That's up to you.
I'm
Me.
trying to be quiet and
There's
stealthy
not
as I approach
not much
the
point.
first group.
If
some
we're
of
not
us stealthing and some of us not? We're
Pardon me?
going to try and sneak up as close as possible.
Yeah. So if you're stealthing as a group, it's the person with the worst stealth. makes the check.
That'll be me.
It might be donkey.
Yeah.
No,
So
mine-
what you doing with the donkey in the cart?
He's
Oh,
tied.
we've
He's
just
tied
been
up.
Tied up.
That's
back,
that's no way to
like
that's
off.
no way to speak about Theron, calling him a donkey. He's got a big axe.
And that's it. And I just remembered. I'm not even going to be quiet then.
So you're leaving the cart and the donkey back there then?
Yeah.
like kind of obscured,
Okay.
right? Not just out in the open.
I have already
No
drawn
problem.
my axe.
Yeah, I've got my sword ready.
I mean, what kind of distance are we talking?
What from where you are to where the camp is?
Yeah.
Like I say, a quarter mile at most.
Oh, it's not far then, is it? Yeah.
No.
It's just,
No.
we jog, we get there.
Jogging
We're trying to
stealthily.
Well, we're not. We've just said we're not stealthing. He's not going to stealth. So
All
there's
right,
no point because all stealthing is there. So
If they've been drinking, I mean, come on.
I'll get my bow in my hand ready. So
I guess I'll have a stone in the sling ready. Just idly swinging it.
Right over. So you head down this ancient road. It weaves back and forth. Like I said, there's rock falls partially blocking it in places. That might prove problematic to get the wagon down later. But you eventually come upon this campsite as you round a bend in the road. So a campsite set up at the side of this road, at the foot of this old dead oak tree. Like I say, you can see the campfire still smouldering away. There's this column of smoke coming off it. You can see a few bedrolls laid around, empty bottles of wine laid on the floor, and you can hear this that seems to be coming from the other side of the tree.
I think.
I'll walk around the other side of the tree.
Yeah, I'll sort of go one side of it and you go the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So as you approach the tree, the snoring gets louder, and you come across a man laid half propped up on the tree, fast asleep, with another empty bottle of wine, or rather partially empty bottle of wine in his hand, sort of just like laid sort of in his hand, but laid on the floor, and he's just unconscious. He's fast asleep, totally oblivious.
Can I see anything around him?
What's he wearing?
Right, what's he got on? Is there anything
He's
like
got-
within arm's reach?
Has he got a sign on him saying I'm a bandit?
Yeah.
Bandit club badge. No, no. He's got a short sword on his belt that's kind
All right,
of
then.
like that. It's kind of half unbuckled, so it's kind of laying to one side.
Right. So, can I sort of signal? I'll signal to Gaviel then, I guess, and that we're going to pull his sword away and give him a kick to wake him up. In fact, can we just kidnap him?
So it's kind of, if he's unconscious, do we
If he's
just?
unconscious, can we just kidnap him? Take his sword off him and kidnap him and drag him out at way.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to kidnap him.
Okay, right. He doesn't even wake
Remove
up.
Good. Right, we drag him away then. We grab one arm each and we drag him away from his camp.
Okay, well, back to
Have
where the others are.
Have we got any rope or anything?
Yeah, back to where others are.
Okay, like I said, he doesn't wake up at all. He
Good.
just snores all the way.
Dump him with Siren and Oscar then. Have you guys got any rope or anything to secure him with?
Has he got a belt?
Yeah, he's probably got a belt on, yeah.
He uses his own belt.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Have we seen anyone else
what's
back
the-
at the camp?
Yeah,
No,
how many beds are?
How many beds were there? There were, let's see,
Said several, didn't it? But I'm sure we would have
6.
six.
Right, throw some water in his face.
No,
and
not yet.
ask him where his friends are.
Because if
Yeah.
he shouts,
Gag him.
let's just.
Conflicting actions.
And then ask him, and if he don't
Yeah.
give you an answer, slit his throat.
Then I'll just cut his head off with axe.
I'll stick my sword to his chest at the same time just to make sure.
So,
Yeah.
are you doing them in any particular orders?
We're going
Is
to
it-
gag him first.
We'll gag him first.
We're going to get
Tell him not.
handful of muddy leaves, stuff them in his throat so he can't shout,
Tell him not to shout,
and then
And
slap him.
and then answer the question.
Slap him really hard and put his sword to his throat.
Where are your friends?
Hey. So I open and slap him, spread fingers, wind up from it.
Okay, when you slap him across the face, he kind of like suddenly starts making like and spits out most of these leaves that you've shoved into his mouth. And
I grab,
what the fuck? And then he tries to like put his hand up to his face, but obviously he can't. He's like, oh. And then looks up at you and got this real puzzle look on his face, and then he's like, brow creases. Goes, oh my fucking head!
who are you?
What?
Who are you? Last time, before we start cutting you.
Right, he tries to open his eyes and he's kind of just like squinting, like, oh, what? Who are you? What's going on?
Slap him. I open-handed slap him again. Bang, as hard as I can.
Okay, right.
I ask questions.
Right, he's sort of head snaps back. Oh, what the? Whoa! This is what is it? What's the problem? Who are you?
Again, open hand slap.
Okay, right. You bloody his nose this time.
Yeah, good. I've told you. I ask the questions.
What do
You
you
keep-
want to know? God, I've got such a headache.
Again, that's a question. Open-handed slap. Bang.
Okay, right. His head lolls to one side and he's like, he bust his lip, his nose is bleeding. He's got obviously suffering from a severe hangover. He's just kind of like
Yeah.
squinting. Oh.
Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing?
Rolk. Name's Rolk.
Rolk.
How many of there are you?
What? There's just only one of me.
Bang! Slap.
Have we heard that name before? Was that mentioned by the dwarf?
No,
That name?
no.
It wasn't.
No.
What was the name that the dwarf mentioned about that the group that kept coming into his bar? There was a name, wasn't there?
There was.
But it's been like a month
Yeah.
ago.
So
and
yeah. Well, not really. So it was
but
Escar.
it's not. It's not the same name.
No.
No.
How many are there? What are you doing?
Are you with somebody called Escar?
Right. He looks over. So yeah. How do you know Escar?
We don't yet, but we're going to get acquainted. Where are they?
Right. He tries to sort of shuffle up to like sit himself upright. You're gonna help him? You're gonna let him,
Nope.
or you're just gonna beat him back down again?
No, I can shuffle a little
You
bit.
can shuffle.
Okay, so he tries to make himself comfortable, kind of half does, half slips back down again. They're gone looking for treasure.
Where?
There's an old castle down the road.
How many of them?
I told you there's
5.
5 of them.
Good.
Down the road, is that hard going for the cart? Did you say?
It looks like you might struggle to get it past some points in the road. Yeah.
Why did they leave you behind?
Can hardly hear you, Brian.
So, Brian, you're very quiet.
Really quiet.
Hello.
Yep, can hear you. We're just
Yeah.
quiet.
Just quiet.
How did that happen?
He's really quiet. I can hardly hear him.
Hang on, I'm checking my settings again.
Okay.
That's actually better. Wow, you're certain how far down the road?
So
Is that better?
a little bit. Worse.
That's worse.
Colder.
How about now?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
there we
much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, as I was saying, why did they leave you behind?
Well, last I remember, we were having a few drinks last night. That's the last I remember. I guess they went ahead without me. Had a little bit too much, and he suddenly goes a bit pale and leans over to one side and just retches.
That's all right. I'll let him retch.
Yeah, that's not a question.
Yeah, true. If it comes near me, though, I will hit him.
Yeah. So he goes like retches till he's like just just heaving, dry heaves.
So, what do you think? Should we wait here until they bring us the treasure?
I think we should kill him because we've done with him now.
Right. He looks. What?
That's a question. Slap.
they let them do the hard work, and they can bring the treasure to us. And then I presume if they don't come to us, that maybe the treasure's
They
got
left him
killed.
behind. No, they left him behind. Perhaps.
Well, he obviously is not one of the better bandits.
Yeah. But he is a bandit, so I don't think.
Is
we
he?
should-
Have we established that he
Obviously.
engages in
We don't actually know
banditry?
it's a bandit.
No, we know he's pally with that Escar, but
Yes.
I don't think we know he's a bandit either, do we? We just
All right.
know he works.
What's your name? Rolf.
I don't know if he works
Rolk.
with a dwarf.
So the
Rolf, isn't that what he did all over the floor?
so so Yarwim said that Esgar claimed to be a treasure hunter.
A treasure
Okay.
hunter. All right.
Rolk, are you with the bandits?
I'm no bandit. Says I just signed up with Esgar for come to this castle. There's supposed to be treasure here.
Okay.
Well, shall we go and help them look for some treasure then?
Yes.
Well, we could, but we could
Or-
also potentially let them come back to camp and enjoy a nice meal.
Do we set an ambush?
Yeah, that's what I think. Let them bring the treasure back to us.
What we're going to do with Rolk?
Kill him.
Kill him.
Just keep him tied up for the time being.
Okay. Gag him then.
Yeah.
If he chokes on his vomit, that's fine.
Sure,
If
That's
we can,
technic-
if we can
that,
prove
that
he's a
would be his
bandit,
fault.
Yeah,
But
that's
we'll-
his fault. Yeah.
if we can prove he's a bandit, yeah, then we'll kill him. But it's still questionable at the moment, isn't it?
Says I'm no bandit.
That's not. That's not.
It's not a question.
No,
That's
question.
exactly what a bandit would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that kind of goes towards your guilt. That.
I'm
All right. Rolk,
gonna.
have you hurt anybody?
Well,
Think carefully about how you answer this.
And
Don't answer it with a-
with a question.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it with a question.
Yeah. My hand's getting sore.
right. He starts
I'm
to
gonna
say
have to start using a knife.
something and then almost bites his tongue. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't hurt anybody.
But
Says, but I'm no bandit.
so who have you hurt?
What did you do before you became a treasure hunter? Where were you? Where are you from?
I'm from over at Orholt.
Where's that?
It's about a quarter day east of here.
Not that far then.
Where I met up with Esgar at the Hollows.
Right. What was the name of that settlement again?
Orholt.
Totally spelled that wrong, but never mind. Okay. So, was this the second quarter of the day?
The first. It's the first.
The first quarter of the
Yeah,
day.
it's the first.
So what we're going to do? I think if we can't get the cart here, we can stash it somewhere further back, but bring the donkey to us. Don't leave the donkey out on its own.
So,
Uh,
Have we got
were there any
the
food
car?
stores at the camp?
So yeah, there'll be it looks like they've left like the basic supplies behind. So there's the bedrolls. They've left the supplies, food and water supplies. Yeah. So maybe
So I motion.
maybe 5 or 6 units of food and water.
Sure. So I mentioned to the group to like, hey, why don't you all come over here and talk to me for a second, and like move, far away from Rolk,
Yeah.
and enough that he can't hear. And I'll speak in low tones. I could just poison their food,
Yes.
Yes.
and they won't know. So when they get back to consume their food tonight,
Yeah.
Probably a better idea because we don't know how well armed they are, and
Yeah, but we don't know that they're bad guys, do we?
Everyone is a bad guy until they're not.
until they're dead.
Everyone's a bad guy until they prove otherwise.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I'm just giving
dwarf-
you all options.
the dwarf. He didn't say anything bad about them, did he? He just
No.
said that who they were. Um, I'd rather talk to them before.
The stag did
Poisoning
lead
them?
us here.
I mean, if we poison the food, then what we're going to do? Move away, go back,
Find places to hide and wait.
and then watch them
Nearby.
eat the food, die.
Steal all the fun.
That's presuming they're going to come back.
Well, that's the
Did
other thing,
you
isn't it?
say it's a castle, an old castle?
Yeah,
They'll come back because they've
that's
left
what
the
he said.
camp there.
Yeah, I don't have to. I'm just giving options. At the very least, if we're not going to try and just take them out, then I still think we should stay near the camp concealed until they return. We don't want to go hunting for them in a castle that we don't know.
So, did they set off this morning? Did they? First thing.
That's what
Talk-
Rolk said.
Yes.
Talking to
Yeah.
the other-
Yeah.
Well, actually, he
Um,
wouldn't know because he was unconscious.
Well,
so
yeah.
he
Yeah.
assumes as such.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, so we're going to wait for them to return. You could poison the food, maybe, but talk to them before they eat the food. And then, oh no, that's I don't know. You decide.
Poison it.
The issue we've got is they're going to notice Rolk's missing.
Well, he can't go back.
We'll poison him as well.
But we can't sort of hang around camp and they'll be like, oh yeah, he's gone, whatever.
That's a fair point too.
Yeah, I mean, if we're in sight, they're going to wonder where he is. So
Yeah,
I think-
that's a really good point. I don't know.
and even if we hang back, they're going to wonder where he is.
It could have just wandered off though. What about if we smash his brains in so it looks like he's fallen on some rocks? What if we take him up some rocks and drop him off it? And he's fallen drunk.
He was horribly drunk.
Exactly.
So I
yeah.
should point out at this juncture that to actually murder somebody in cold blood requires you to make an empathy check. So you,
Right.
as ruthless as you may be, to actually take somebody's life is still a hard thing to do.
Except for the fact that I know at least I have enough experience right now. I could take the talent that removes that.
that is it cold-blooded?
Yeah, yeah. There's that cold-blooded one. Yeah.
And I am
mean,
a necromancer.
Yeah.
I was going to take that talent and I changed my mind.
Ooh.
But yeah, you'll
But you
would
have to-
otherwise
you have to
lose
fail
empathy.
the empathy check, right?
You do, yeah. And
Yeah,
regardless of whether you fail it or pass it, you still lose an empathy point.
You still do, yeah.
But,
I think
but
we
you have to
should
fail
just-
it to be able to actually take somebody's to finish something.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just offering options, but honestly, like, we don't know anything about these people.
We
Like,
could.
if
we
if
could-
they're not bandits and we just decide to, oh well, we're just gonna kill them and take whatever treasure they found, like now we're bandits.
I don't think they're going to be coming back tonight, are they? Because they've got to.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Well, they've got to travel to the castle. They obviously
How far away is the castle? Did Rolk say?
No, he didn't. He's not seen
just
it.
said down the road. Should we just go down the road and see what we can see
Yeah. Why don't we
Ta-
leave him
take-
tied?
take-
No. Leave him tied up here.
to the tree?
Yeah.
I presume we could use like one of the bedrolls to tie him to the tree.
I'm sure there's stuff around the campsite you can
Like
use to
the-
time.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing the donkey with us as well.
Okay.
I don't want it to be eaten by a wolf.
He could be eaten by the wolf.
Yeah.
Plus, if we find some shit, we can put it on the donkey, can't we, as well?
Yeah.
Um,
We'll have to leave the cart here, though, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
take the cart, bring the cart up as far as we can bring it.
Okay.
Yeah, so make us way down the road towards the castle then.
Okay. Rightio, so that maybe takes you about an hour to sort all that out. So you bring the cart down, unhitch the donkey and bring it along with you. So you're probably takes you just into the second quarter of the day. So you head down this ancient road. So the landscape, it's like I say, it's really, really barren. There's only thorny bushes and sharp grass that's managing to grow in this environment, and it's pretty quiet. Apart from you can hear the wind blowing, whistling down this pass through the mountains, and you can catch every now and then you catch the sound of like what you presume is like birds singing and other animal sounds that you're not quite sure what they are. There's something, there's certainly not noises that you're familiar with. And as you travel further, you start coming across bones scattered across the road. Bones from horses and humans strewn all along the road. And this road starts to head upwards into the mountains. And maybe after about another hour, you're walking through. It's like whether it's the clouds, you've gone up into because the clouds are coming low, or it's fog. Yeah, but whatever it is, you can't see much. It's like call it fog that shrouds most of the road, and it like comes along in drifts. And every so often it clears, and you get a glimpse of what's ahead. And as you travel on through one of these, as a wind blows through, and it like blows a break in the fog. For a moment ahead of you, you can see a crumbling stronghold built into the side of a mountain. And this is where we will go to.
Back in 2 minutes.
No problem. I'll just have to reload my dummy player.
Out of interest, the burns that are like all over the floor as we were going, do they look? Do they have like teeth marks on them, like they've been gnawed or?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, great, brilliant.
Yeah.
Someone was a bit peckish.
So, where are we? So yeah, you can see this crumbling stronghold like built into onto the side of this mountain. It appears this appears to be as far as this pass goes, comes to a dead end at this point. So where are we? So ahead of you, you can see out of the way. You can see this path, and it splits as it approaches this stronghold. It splits into three. There's the path that runs round to the right that appears to run to a dead end. You can't quite see it. It disappears around the left-hand side of the escarpment to the side of the castle. There's a right-hand path, or rather a central path, that leads to what looks to have been the like gatehouse, but if there was a drawbridge or something at some point, it's long gone. So now there's a gap with the between the edge of this road and the entrance, the like gatehouse.
Is that a moat then, all the way around?
Yeah. So there's this algae, this filthy water, like dark, opaque water. It's like covered in almost looks greasy, and it's covered in like algae and mud and like dead weeds.
I remember Theron's a good swimmer. We get him to swim across.
So yeah, it's like a muddy. It's kind of muddy looking. Runs around the base of it, and like I said, there's algae across on the surface of it, and even from here you can detect this like foul stench of stagnant water. Up to the right, the road path runs up to what looks like an old guard tower. And you can see there's a light in the windows of the
windows are yellow.
Yeah, so there's a light in the windows of the watchtower, and on the breeze that's blowing into the pass from the stronghold, you catch the smell of cooking food coming from the watchtower.
And is that is the moat round the back of that watchtower?
Yes.
So it's separate from the castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the moat runs all the way around there and runs round there. So it runs all the way across the front.
And what's that hook on a rope? Is that just what it looks like?
It's what it looks like. That. Yeah, it looks like some kind of winch. Or a crane. Very high up though, obviously.
So, what do we reckon? Maybe the 5 guys are in that little tower.
Yeah,
it's the only thing that makes sense.
Can we? Can anyone have a look in and sort of have a peek?
Does it have? Is the door there on that
what about
tower?
The spyglass.
Yeah, so there's a door. Windows? There's a excuse me. There's a door there.
It has got a door. It's not just an entrance. No. Yeah. Can I see anything with a spyglass?
Sorry, guys. I lost connection with my headset then completely. Right, I'm back. What have I missed? Sorry.
Nothing. We were looking.
They're all dead.
Looking at the tower. We think there's the 5 guys might be in that tower, maybe.
Right.
So yeah, there's a sign of torchlight or firelight coming from the windows of this tower. And there's also the smell on the wind. Catch the smell of cooking food coming from this tower as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we investigating, or are we going back to sort of spring the trap as such?
Yeah, that's true. We don't have to go in, do we? We're waiting for them to. Can we check for like tracks to see if we can work out if those 5 men?
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. Yeah.
Anybody that's got, is it survival?
I believe it would be survival.
I ain't got that.
I've got 3 on survival.
That'll do. Look for some tracks.
Scouting.
Scouting.
Yeah.
Scouting.
Scouting. I haven't. Oh, I've got 1 on scouting.
So it's wits.
But my wits is only 1 at the moment.
My wits is 4.
I know Syrian's got a lot of wits.
Yeah, but no scouting.
But you can still do wits, though, can't you?
I can.
So you got 6.
Yeah.
And what have you got, Theron? Have
4.
you got any scouting?
No.
No. Oh, so you'll be better off doing it then.
Okay.
Wait, can we
Who's gonna
assist?
go?
Yeah, you can assist. Yeah, why not? So up to 3 people can assist.
So I'll assist you.
Well,
So
just
9 dice. I find nothing.
Okay, so
Oh.
so yeah, you can clearly see tracks, probably about 4 or 5 people. So the tracks lead up to this area. They go up to the watchtower, and then appear to go back from the watchtower and up the central path towards the old gatehouse. But
The same amount of people, we
Yeah,
think.
yep, same amount of people. They go up to the watchtower, back from the watchtower, up the central path, and they don't come back.
Oh, so they've been in here, and now they're in here.
But we can smell food being cooked.
Yeah.
Well, let's go have a look in here.
What, in the watchtower?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go on then. So cautiously walk up towards the watchtower then, watching those windows.
Okay, so
And I'll have my bow ready.
radio. Anything in particular anybody else is wanting to do?
I've got my sword ready.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the watchtower stands out from the rest of the stronghold the ruins of the stronghold. It's separate from it, and it's childlike. It's tiny in comparison to the rest of it. There's vines growing all over its walls. They're like all withered and rust coloured. And the walls of the tower where these vines are growing, so they've all become cracked and splintered. As the vines have worked their way into the stonework. And as you get closer, you can see the vines have got almost finger-like outgrowths, like on the tips of fronds of what otherwise would have been leaves. As you get closer, you can see this. Like I said, you can see trails of smoke coming out of the caved-in roof of the tower, and you can even, as you get close, you can even hear the sound of a campfire crackling away, and more clearly the smell of food. And as you get nearer, you hear a voice from inside. Come in, come sit and eat.
Yeah, go on, we're walking.
Okay. Where's my stuff? Just a moment. So as you reach the doorway to the entrance to the tower, you can see there's just the single ground floor of the tower remain. The rest is just collapsed, and it's open to the air. And sat in front of a campfire with a few rabbits cooking on the fire is a man. Looks to be in about his 50s. Got grey hair, quite unkempt, wearing a green tunic and grey hose, and with knitted fingerless gloves. There's a clear pipe hanging from the corner of his mouth, and he looks he's already looking in your direction as you walk into the doorway, and he got really bright green eyes, and says, welcome to Weatherstone. Come, sit by the fire. Eat with me.
Do I see signs of maybe the others that we think were here before, that they've eaten some of the food?
Yeah, there's maybe some like discarded rabbit bones and things onto by the side of the fire or just in the fire.
So I'll take a seat. Did he offer a
Yeah.
seat?
Yeah, it's
Um,
like
we-
points and offers
were
you
you,
seat.
you expecting company? Lots of company?
I was hoping.
With the people that came before us, um, uh, did they have they gone into the castle?
Oh yes, you're not the first ones. You're not the first visitors to Weatherstone this evening.
Oh, I must apologise. How rude! I'm Oscar Toscobble, and these are my fellow travellers. I can't be bothered to tell you the names. Theorin, Sirin, and Garviel, um, fellow travellers.
Oh,
And who might you be, sir?
my name's Dalb. A bard by trade.
Down. And you live here?
Oh no. I heard of the place, and I came out to see if it lived up to the legends. I came sit just came to sit, take in the atmosphere, see if it inspired a few songs, a few tales, and luckily enough, some wannabe treasure seekers came by, and maybe they'll be the source of a good tale. Maybe you will too.
What treasure? What treasure is to be had? What?
Treasure. Now there's a thing. There's Esgar Farthing and his men. They seek the weapon of King Algarod, the mighty Rustbite.
Oh, that's
Sounds
that-
exciting.
that ghost mentioned, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they've gone in to try and find that sword.
Oh yes.
Has anybody been before them?
Not while I've been here. They were the first. You were the second. They came here, shared these quarters for just a few hours ago. So
And they've not come back.
no. This Esgarza strikes me as an impatient man. Left for the stronghold almost immediately. I had little time to talk. They have no interest in listening to old legends and stories.
Ah, but we do, you see. So what can you tell us?
Come sit. I shall tell you the tale of Weatherstone, or at least as I know it. And
Do tell.
he offers you some rabbit from his fire, and then fills his pipe, lights his pipe, takes a few puffs, and then relates the following legend of Weatherstone. Just 10 generations ago, before our time, the cruel king Algarod declared that Alderland had become overcrowded. He sought to expand his kingdom by leading an army across the mountains to Ravenland, where he fell in battle against the demonic hordes of the sorcerer Zygotha. As he was lost, so too was the scepter Nehaka, rumoured to be the source of his power. However, the will of the king burned so fiercely that he refused to die, and for ages stood watch in the stronghold of Weatherstone. legend has it that Algarod will march again one day to retrieve the Spire of Nekaka and complete his conquest of Ravenland. But the curse was suddenly broken, and the undead king and his men finally went to their final rest. But there are whispers that Algarod's war chest remains here in Weatherstone, forever guarded by evil spirits and the beasts of the sorcerer. So, if as he finishes his tale, he inhales deeply on his pipe and blows like a huge plume of smoke, and then he looks at each of you over the flames of his crackling fire and says, "The undead lie in eternal rest inside that stronghold over there. But Weatherstone is still a dangerous place, my friends. There is something I didn't tell Escar. As I say, I found the man a little impatient and rude. So there's something I'd be happy to tell you. I have a good feeling about you. Maybe this might be of something of interest. So there are rumours that say an unholy beast lurks in there. A creature so vile it can rip the limbs off an ogre. But there is a way to slay it. With the sword of the king Algarod. Find the sword and you can kill the beast. Kill the beast and the treasure awaits. At least, that's what I heard. Simple? No?
Seems it. Anything that you can point us in the direction to find the sword?
Oh, now that I don't know. I've never been beyond the edge of the moat, my friend. I'm
Shame.
not. I'm no treasure seeker. As I say, I'm a bard by trade, a recorder of tales of good or woe, whatever they may be.
Mm. Is there any of that stew going?
You're welcome. You're welcome to what all I have, my friend.
Your life.
There's only one rabbit left though, because I've eaten the other one. We're on the second quarter.
Yeah.
So
You are now, yeah.
do we? It's going to be going
well,
dark, isn't it?
What's your?
It's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Oh right, plenty of time to get killed then.
No, so like, what's your suggestion for if we were to enter? When should we go in? Earlier or is there a good time?
Is there a good time? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be walking the halls of a haunted castle in after nightfall. That's for sure.
Have you heard, since the other party entered, have you heard any sounds of battle or screams?
I have not. It has been strangely quiet. I did catch sight of them crossing over the ravine over yonder that sits between the main gatehouse and the east tower.
So when they, and this is out of character, if they are successful and they leave, are they going to have to come through here?
As far as I know, I don't know of any.
Success at?
Well, I was just thinking maybe if we don't want to go in at night, if we go in right now, like, I don't know if it's only going to take a shift to explore this place, because, like I said, we're at end of second shift right now, moving into third.
No, it's still
So-
quite close to beginning of second quarter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Well, yeah. If we're gonna go in, we should go in now, so that hopefully we can get out by nightfall.
Yeah.
As well, that sounds a logical choice, my friends. But, well, I have if you wish to sit a while, I've more rabbits here. You can help yourself. But if you'll excuse me, I'm going to move on. I'd like to be away from this place before nightfall, and back out on the plains.
Certainly.
The best of luck to you. And if
Perhaps
you
I'll meet you again.
if we should meet again, I'd be most interested to hear of your escapades.
Mm.
Right, and he gets up, picks his pack up, and turns to leave. You can all make what would that be? It would be a wits check.
It's the fox. I knew it.
What's this for?
What is it for? Good question.
Negative.
What's the
I
fox?
got one.
What we're saying is the fox?
No, I'm just messing around.
What the rabbit? What we're eating is actually a fox.
Whoa, don't spit it out. It's tasty.
I've already eaten it. It's too late.
Yeah.
What's the wits roll for?
I'm not telling you.
We don't know yet.
You don't
Oh,
know.
you just got to roll it.
You just got to roll, yeah.
It's to live.
To avoid the huge falling block that triggers the trap.
Roll.
Okay, so right, so
We did really good there, didn't we?
yeah, you did excellent. So Dal gets up and he wishes you luck and leaves. Siren, as he turns to leave, the firelight catches the glint of the fire in his eyes, and you're not sure if
It's a demon.
you're not sure if it's fire, but you could swarm for a second with like an amber glow to his eyes, but it must have just been the fire.
Yeah.
That is the fox, isn't it? Didn't the fox have a fiery eye or something?
I think that's more of a trait of
That
all
were after it.
demons.
That were after it had a curry.
He wasn't wearing a necklace by any chance, was he?
You didn't see one.
Just
So-
a random bard. What was he? Did he have any provisions or any possessions on him? Or did he
Yeah,
just-
big old pot of stew he left for us.
Yeah.
No, I mean on his person. He's
He's
just
got-
walking off with nothing.
Well, he's got a pack and stuff, yeah.
Oh, he had got a pack.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll let him off.
So yeah, he like I say, he wishes you all the best and leaves.
So, what are we doing? Are we going in and following the others? Or should
Yes.
we wait a bit?
I do only have one wits.
It's all right. You're a fighter. You don't need them. They're,
Yeah.
they're overrated.
It's overrated for this.
That's fine then.
As long
Yeah,
as you don't get
one wit is all
scared.
you need.
Oh, so let's have a look. Should we go around the outside to see where that path on the left goes? Or should we not? Should we just go up to the main entrance where they went?
Well, I think I mean, how long is it going to take us to walk around it?
I think it's the main entrance. I think that path to the left is going to lead us elsewhere, and not necessarily in the.
I just wondered if it goes all the way around and there's like a back entrance, but maybe not. Yeah,
The back door that leads straight to treasure.
yeah, a secret back door. Avoid all the nastiness. Straight to the treasure room. Right then, yeah. Is
How long would it take?
What, to walk round the other side?
Yeah.
10 minutes, if that.
Does it just go all the way around?
So you want to go and have a look?
Yeah, well, it's probably not a bad idea actually.
If it's only going to take 10 minutes, yeah.
Okay. So
Did
yeah,
I'll wait here.
Does it circle back round? That's what I'm asking. Or does
it doesn't. No. So you follow it. You follow it round, and it the path as it gets towards the end, the path, or the rather road, it narrows down to a narrow path that passes through, like a crack, like a gully in the back of
Right.
the
So
mountain.
that goes off somewhere else.
Yeah, it goes off. Yeah, it goes off. It looks like it goes down. It looks like it's heading down, and it turns right as you peer down this path. It looks like it's heading off down to the east.
Right. And just coming back, where that rope and the hook is there anything directly below it that looks like stuff's been lowered to the ground or something's been picked up to go up to the tower recently?
Not recently, no. So it looks like it would lower down onto that path
Right.
directly. Yes. So the path about here is can't draw it. I can't draw it.
Yeah.
There we go. It's about it's about there.
Okay.
Another question for you: the cliffs to the left-hand side, are they unclimbable?
They're not unclimbable. Whether how easy they are to climb is another thing. Falling from them would not be
Just
good
look at
though.
you to top of those, get to top of those cliffs, and if you could somehow
The
Jump.
the jump would be impossible.
no, not the jump. If you could grapple that rope
All right.
on the rig thing, and you could bypass the entire castle and get to the top tower bit.
But you're
That looks like a lot of hard work, doesn't it?
Well, it might not be as hard as going inside and fighting to the death.
but we've
Anyway,
got that time as well.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
get it
You could waste a day trying to get to that hook.
and
Yeah,
then fall to your death.
yeah, that is true. Main door, then main gate.
Yep.
Let's go and
Let's
kill
do it.
some treasure hunters.
Yeah. In we go.
I think you'll find the treasure is ours.
Okay.
We were here second, and he liked. He didn't like you.
Yeah,
That's
much
ours.
preferred us.
So you head up the central path then to where the drawbridge to the main gate has rotted through and
Oh,
has
still getting across there.
Have we got torches just in case?
Yeah,
Who
we've got
needs-
two.
Who needs torches?
so yeah,
Have we ever needed torches before?
yes.
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 Batteries.
Can we? How have they got across there then? Is it still a little bit of a bridge or?
So it's like I said, the drawbridge is clearly rotted when it's fallen into the moat at some point. The water is cloudy and foul smelling. So looking about, there's a few rotting logs laying about on this side. From time to time, as you're looking about, you see ripples disturb the algae on the surface of the water.
Death tentacles.
And on the and there's a patch of some kind of dark substance on the shore of the other side.
Rotted corpse, surely. Stay out of the water.
We can't see any signs of them trying to make using the logs to try and get across themselves.
Not
how,
anymore.
How big a gap is it?
How big a gap? It's probably about, I would say about 15 feet.
Oof.
Long jump.
What about if I throw you over?
5 meters. How far can somebody jump? Anybody? Not
What about
5
if
meters.
I don't think
What
5 meters, no.
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 What about if I grab you by ankles and toss you over?
Well, I
Or
think
like if two of us heave him over.
Yeah.
we tie a rope to Theron and get him to swim across. and then he
No,
can.
I was
he
thinking
can-
more like one of us grabs Oscar's arms and the other one grabs
One-
Oscar's legs.
Yeah.
Leg and a wing
Leg
and throw him
wing
over.
Yeah,
Five,
Yeah.
5 meters.
Yeah. We're elves.
I'm just going to end up in the moat.
You're only small. You're teeny tiny. It'd be like throwing a baby.
No, I'm quite
Into a
big
moat.
for. I'm
Like
quite
throwing
big
a
for
baby
it.
into a moat.
We've
I'm
all
quite-
thrown a baby.
I'm quite
in
big for a
boat.
halfling. I'll have you know.
Sell that in rabbit stew.
If we swam across, would you be able to get on the banking on the other side?
Yeah.
I think you should swim across then.
I'm not swimming.
You're a good swimmer.
I am, but I'm not swimming.
Your brothers told me you're a really good swimmer.
I know what's in that lake. I know what's in that moat.
It's probably the 5 adventurers that tried to jump across.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, those logs. Do we reckon one of those logs might span across?
Yeah, it will do. Surely.
Possibly.
How did they get in?
And where are they? Down? Are they kind of like at the whereabouts of the logs?
So they're at the end of this side of the moat on the end here.
Are they reachable?
Yeah, they're
Without-
just there.
All right, let's try and span it with a couple of them logs then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they've. Can we see any signs where they've dragged one up themselves and maybe dragged it across the other way when they've got to the other side? Can't see how they've got in.
You can make a wits. Is it wits for scouting? I think it's a wits roll, isn't it?
I think it is.
I've forgotten already. It is a wits roll. Yeah, you can make a wits roll, I guess, if you like.
I failed like every roll I've made so far.
Yeah,
Anyway.
wits is pretty.
Oh, I'm definitely not going to pass a witch roll.
No, probably not a good idea to try.
No, I can't work it out because I'm
No.
stupid. If I only had brains like Syrian. Right, so let's try and whack a log across.
Okay, so you reckon you might be able to cobble together maybe a makeshift bridge or even a raft to get across the moat.
Oh, a raft. I like the bridge option better.
I prefer the bridge. Anything
Yeah,
that doesn't
less chance of getting wet.
Okay,
yeah,
so
anything that doesn't involve getting wet.
so if you want to do that, you will have to make a crafting roll.
We can do that. How many crafting has everybody? I've got 3. What's everybody else at?
0.
my
Zero.
total crafting is 6.
2.
Ooh.
I've got 2.
Crafting
Can we
roll.
assist?
Yeah, you can
Crafting
assist.
roll.
You can
Well,
assist.
if you've got,
I've got 5 total, so you're better off doing it, and we'll all assist.
yeah.
How about I tell you all what to do and just oversee you, but I'll make the roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barely, geez, on 9 dice.
Okay, so under Siren's direction, you cobble together. Well, call it in a bridge is probably generous. You manage to bridge the gap with the timbers that you find. You'll still probably have to kind of. I mean, it's not tightrope walking, but you're gonna have to like balance. It's just a single beam, pretty much, to walk across.
It's no problem for me because I'm so low to the ground. I can easily do it.
Well, if you
That
want,
low centre of gravity works in your favour.
And those elves, they don't weigh anything, do they? So
if you've got no shame, you can always hug it and crawl along,
Yeah.
shimmy
that'll
along
be
it.
Garvey. He'll like.
I'm just going to run across it.
As long as we get across, it don't matter.
Yeah.
There's no shame.
So we go across.
Okay.
I think we should do agility rolls for that one.
I think you should just keep your mouth shut.
Right. So, who's going across first?
I'll go across first. In fact, no, I think Oscar should go across first because he's the lightest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go across first. Am I making an agility roll? Or...
No.
So, yeah, I'll go across. I think I'll take a torch. Does it look quite dark on the other side in the gateway area?
So you can see into the gatehouse. So you can see in about maybe a good 20 feet inside, but beyond
Alright,
that it gets
so
quite
we don't-
quickly gets dark.
Don't need to light it up just yet. Yeah, so I'll go across then.
Okay, 1 second. Can you make a scouting roll?
Wits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on. Yeah. Got one.
Okay, so Oscar, let's see, you're about halfway across this this beam. Seems to be holding up pretty well. Sort of bows as you get to the middle. It kind of bows a little bit, even under your weight. But it looks like it's going to hold. It's no problem. But then you hear a splash in the water beneath you, and you're looking down. You see a tentacle suddenly lash out from the water towards you. So,
am I dodging? Am I running? What am I doing?
you are not surprised. So you can draw an initiative card. It should be a thing on your hotbar now that says draw initiative.
Yeah, it is.
The deck of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you need. Sorry, I need to put the tokens on the screen. I'll put the tokens up. So I'll put everybody's tokens up. I'll put them down the bottom here. How small they are. No, not Lornham. Oscar and Theron.
So what am I doing? Dragging my token to the dice, to the cards.
No, just click.
Just on it.
Select your token and then click on the draw card thing.
It says initiate combat first.
All right. Okay. So I'll draw that. Do that. I need to. Just a minute.
Combat tracker.
I'll do. Yep. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I just need to I'll put that down. And there we go. So now you should be able to draw a card.
10. Terrible.
Are we all drawn?
Yep. Might as well.
How many initiative cards do you want to draw? 1, 2, or 3?
Just the one.
You say. There are not enough cards left.
Just reset the deck.
It's still throwing it up there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do. Right.
We've all got cards, right?
Yep. So, unfortunately, it goes first.
Of course it does.
Game over.
And it pulls you all in and drowns you. Never to be seen again.
Yes, that pulled me in.
I still think throwing the halfling would have been the way to go.
Yeah.
Would have been very hard for it to get a hold of you.
Okay, so well, of course you get to choose. You can get to use one of your actions to dodge or parry.
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay, so
Parry the tentacle.
Yeah.
Slaps it away.
Slap it
Slaps
away
in,
with me
pulls
hand.
it off.
Get away, get
No.
away.
so you can
No.
use the dodge button on the bottom of your character sheet.
Dodge. What is it in combat? No.
Yeah,
Where do I find my
It's on. It should be on the combat tab of your character sheet.
combat? Dodge. I'm blind. I can't see it.
There's buttons along the bottom.
Oh, right at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dodge. Dodge. It's gone on agility.
Okay. Right, so this as you like try and you make a run for the other side, but this tentacle lashes up and wraps itself around your ankle and yanks you off the
Can
makeshift bridge.
damn it.
Um,
Can we swap initiatives?
You can.
swap
Sorry, yeah, you can choose to swap initiatives at the beginning of the round. Yeah.
Who's next then?
So I'll let you do that if you want to do that. I'll let you do that now if anybody wants to do that. So should have
I want to
should
swap.
ask you first.
I want to swap initiatives because if it's grabbed his ankle, I want to make a swing at it before he pulls him in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
all
can't
right.
swap
I'll-
initiatives with the creature. But
I'll swap with you.
No, but whoever's after. Who's got,
All right,
who's
yeah.
I've got 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Radio.
Go on then. I'll swap with Siren then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't let me do
And-
that. But, oh, there we go. Not too far.
Yeah.
I might better swap him with Siren as well.
You can only do it with one.
Yeah, you can only one person can swap.
All right.
swap,
Yeah.
So it's just whoever's got lowest.
Yeah. So
Really.
you should have. It should be 4, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Why can't I change it? 1 second. There it is. There we
There
go.
we go.
And you, what were you on before that?
10.
10. So Siren needs to go to 10. There we go.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So it's you track next.
So yeah, I will strike at it with my axe.
Okay.
And
Can
try
I?
and
Oh,
try and
um,
sever it.
can I use my halfling talent?
Yeah. What's that?
Hard to catch.
Oh yeah, of course you can.
So I can use willpower. You can spend willpower points in combat to avoid being hit by physical attacks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So how many do I need to spend?
So what is it? Is it per success? Is it?
It's every willpower point spent eliminates one.
So you just need to
success
spend
ability
one?
rolled. So I will do that,
In which case it doesn't get you at all.
and
Yeah.
I'll run. Can I run
Yes.
across? That?
Yes. So you get. So yeah. So it lashes out almost. So it almost grabs hold of Oscar's ankle, but somehow he manages to like wiggle free and just like dashes across.
I'll tell them that there's a tentacle if they haven't noticed,
If we've not already seen it.
and now watch the fun from the other side.
Okay then. Well, if I'm going next, then what I will do is I'll fire at it with my bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll. I should have. It don't matter. Yeah, there we go.
So just
That's
do that.
fine.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, have you got any talents or anything you want to spend?
Yeah, I will use. I'm going to use the willpower with Path of the Blade. Can I? Oh no, I can't. Can I?
No,
It's
no,
not
with short bow. No.
Not with short bow. I've used my bow. Yeah.
Okay. So
So no, I'm not. It's fine.
okay. So it can't actually do anything again. It can't do anything at the moment to like counter that. So it does 2 damage to its strength then. So that was a slow action. So you still got a fast action.
Yeah. Is reloading your bow a fast action?
I believe so. Yes,
I'll reload the bow then.
I believe so. I'll double check, but I believe so.
If so, I will reload the bow.
Let's have a quick look. combat. What I believe is slow action slash. Fast action, draw, dodge, parry, swing, feign disarm, ready weapon. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'll re-ready my bow then, just for
All right, here.
next time.
So it's Oscar. You used up your fast action, so you still got slow action left.
And I did say I had my bow in my hand.
Yep.
So can I shoot my bow?
You can shoot your bow. Shoot your bow.
Wooden arrow incoming.
Feel the wrath of my wood.
Well, I mean, they're not wearing armor, so
Yeah.
Short bow. You have to move it to equip, don't you? Which I hadn't done.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Come on. So it's in equipped. So why?
Oh, sorry. Sorry? Were you breaking up a bit, John?
No.
oh yeah, you've gone really.
You've got your
Are you actually swimming in the moat?
It might be.
Oh, there you
I've
go.
not done anything.
There you go. You're
That's
back.
better.
So 3 agility. I've got a marksmanship, short bows 2, sharpshooter. Do I get to add that as well?
What's
Don't know
that
what to
from?
do. It's from the talent. It gives +1, I think. It's as a modifier. I've got to activate it to do it.
Sharpshooter. I'll just drop it into. So rank 1, your attack rolls are modified by +1 when you shoot a bow or crossbow.
So that's the yes then.
So yeah, it doesn't require any willpower to activate.
7 dice then.
Yeah.
Have it. Totally misses. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Push it.
Are you going to push
Pardon
that?
my
This is
French.
probably the situation where you want to push it.
Break
I
me
mean,
bow. Yeah, I'll
Need to
push it.
kill this thing.
So yeah, it's your agility that's going to take damage, not your bow. So that was so your bow. So it's 2 damage to agility, but you did 1 damage. Not anything you can spend to. No, the talents have you? I don't think.
No, nothing
Nope.
to increase the damage. No.
Okay, right. Yes. Oops. Right, strike it. Doing another point 1 strength to it.
Turn it into a pin cushion.
Sinking another arrow into it. So then it's Thiren.
All right. I don't.
Tentacle for breakfast.
Turn that on.
I imagine the tentacles attached to something.
Possibly.
no, it's just like free swimming.
Oops.
That's why it's just a tentacle.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'll just
Slap it
from
along.
shore. I'll just use my sling to try and
Okay.
pelt it with stones.
I told you it was just trying to offer a stew.
That's
And
it's
you what?
Wait, why is it giving me marksmanship? I don't have marksmanship.
tentacle stew for breakfast.
It just
Why would
wanted
that
to be
be
fun.
auto added?
It can't speak, so it was trying to pull you in.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I missed.
We need to change.
Just going to
these
leave it at
dice.
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that damage. My agility's already
No,
low
no.
enough.
Okay, and then finally this round then it is. What is this else? Is he in there? It's Gabriel.
Right. I'm going to swing for it with my sword.
Okay.
Usually I'm also going to use my sword fighter skill. Can I use Path of the Blade as well?
I believe so.
So that's is that another +1. What does Path of the Blade do? I can't remember.
Path of the Blade, yeah, you can spend a
You find
willpower
a
to
weakness.
avoid its armor, if any.
It hasn't got no armor anyway, is it? So it's not worth.
But it hasn't had to roll
Yeah,
any armors
but,
yet. No.
yeah, but if you hit it, you can find a weak spot.
But it just bypasses armor. That's all it does.
Mm.
How do I use a willpower then? Sorry, what do I need to?
Just use 1 if you succeed.
So you just right
If
click
you-
on the willpower track. It'll deduct 1.
Mm,
Right.
there you go.
Okay. Right. Okay. So you were doing melee, weren't you?
Yep.
Right. So I should mention this. So to do that, you are going to have to jump down into the water.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's had it.
Yeah.
I've done it now, so.
Okay.
Yeah, get down there.
Right. Okay. You can. Yeah, gives me an agility roll as well. Then. So you jump at it. You like dive and slashed it with your sword, and as you do, your
Love it.
sword cuts straight through it, severing the tentacle. But let's see how you land.
Badly on his ankle.
Oh wow, yeah. So, yeah, you just go, yeah, you belly flop.
That's a perfect one to push. There's potentially no damage there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Go on then. I will do.
Potentially.
Cool.
Or 1,
So you just took 1.
but you made it.
1 to agility.
Okay. So wow. Well, I don't know. You tell me. You tell us what you achieved by doing that.
Nothing.
It's got wet and dirty.
I got wet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So yeah. Let's say you like dived off as you like dive through the air, like slash it on, lop the end of the tentacle off, and maybe almost make it to the other side as you like. You just land in just a few feet of water in a shallow part in the moat.
I like what you're trying to do, though. You're trying to find out what's attached to that other end.
Yeah.
He thinks it's really deep, and it's inches deep.
Actually, break.
It'll just be like a little shrimp with a mutated tentacle.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you lop the end off it, it withdraws its tentacle and it just disappears under the water.
That'll teach it.
And you realise you shattered your pelvis.
At least you don't have to swim to the other side. You can just.
Yeah, you can just wade the last few.
We can all walk through now.
I mean, so I think we can all just get across now.
You wait there. You wait there just in case another one comes.
Yeah,
'Cause you're wet now.
Might as well.
And we'll stand on your head and use it as like a stepping stone.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
So let's use Oscar's token as the party token. So you're all going across then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Safely.
Right. So once across, you can, like I say, you can see the sort of this entryway leads into the old gatehouse, and there's like an antechamber where it looks like where they would have stabled horses and things, and then to the right of that is some steps leading up to where once stood some heavy wooden double doors, but now they've rotted and fallen to one side, and you can see beyond that it leads into a hallway with side rooms leading off of it.
Okay. Is there anything in the hallway? Like, is it just a bare empty?
So looking in, you can see it's quite gloomy. There's a bit of light coming in through like cracks, fractures in the walls, and through the few windows that there are. So it's not pitch black.
Light a torch.
Yeah, you could probably in the main hallway you could probably get away without needing a torch, but certainly it's only, but even then it's only like dimly lit. You'll be able to see much better with a torch. And the side rooms, definitely you'd need a torch to have to look into there. But yeah, like I say, it's quite gloomy, this hallway, but it looks like it was once like a feasting hall. But now it is just home to death and decay. So the remains of rotting flesh and mouldy tapestries spread an odor thick enough to make any living visitor gag. In old wooden chairs on the stone floor are the remains of what once must have been the king's soldiers,
Oh,
all sat in chairs along the full length of this old feasting table, and it's just as if they've just like died and fought and like died with a sit during like a final meal.
What, like poisoned? How many are we talking?
About 2 dozen.
I imagine any armaments of old.
Yeah, it's all
Well,
all rotted away, I believe. I'll just double check, but I believe so.
Should we chop all their heads off?
I was thinking dismember. Yeah.
Yeah, just to be safe.
So
Would
they
take
have
time, though,
got
for 2 dozen.
they have got this. They've got rusted weapons on the belt still, and they're still wearing some like tattered remains of some of their armor. But yeah, it's all
Nothing of any value.
no. It's probably about the same as the ones that you got from that tomb. About the same. They'd be usable, but not for they're not repairable or anything.
Either chop their heads off or disarm them.
Disarm and chop their heads off.
Is there any signs of the five people that came in before us?
You
come through here.
You can make a scouting roll if you want. What were you saying, Brian?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying we should dismember them at least, but that would take time.
It would take time to properly dismember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everybody doing the scouting? So wits and
I could try. Yeah.
I can try.
So
but
if you're doing it, it'd be one will be the lead, and then the others will be assisting.
well, you do it, Brian, and add ours.
Okay.
And add 3.
I mean, they've got to have come through here. Was there any other way we could have gone?
No.
That back secret door that we missed.
Yeah. Oh no, we did go around. We didn't find one.
Yeah.
They probably died in the moat.
Oh,
So-
yeah. I'm not
so you
gonna
can't-
reroll that one.
yeah,
Sorry.
You can't see any sign they've gone, but they must have gone through here. There's no other way they could have gone.
So
you do
carry
notice
on.
there's like on the as you're looking around, there's on the feasting table there's the remains of the cutlery and the plates and things, and amongst all the dust and cobwebs and debris that's piled upon, that's collected on the table, you see the glint of like a few silver coins.
How
Don't-
many?
It's a trap.
Don't touch them. I've watched Goonies.
Bit silver.
No, I'll take the bait. I'm gonna go for the silver coins.
Oh, I draw me axe.
Yeah, I've got my sword ready.
Okay, you pick up. You can roll d6, and that's how many silver coins you manage to find.
Look at that. That's the treasure. We'll be off
That's
now.
it. That's it. The wealth of the Weatherstone has been collected.
3 silver. Anything else interesting around here?
So while you're doing that, you notice that some of the jugs on the table look like they're made of silver as well.
Oh, we'll be having them then. They're worth more than 3 silver pieces.
Yeah, but are we talking like, are these light items, tiny items?
They would be, each jug would be an item, I would say. No, a light
Yeah,
item. I'll say a
so-
light. Yeah, at
Well,
least a light item.
We can come back for them.
They're on the way
And
out.
there's actually only one of them.
We'll put it to one side.
There's only one that's
Can't-
silver.
Can somebody carry it? Surely somebody.
Sure,
can
I'll
carry
grab it.
Put
Oh.
one slot.
Yeah, I'll grab it. I'll throw it in my pack. I got a little space.
Yeah, I'd say it's a light item.
Okay. I will just add it normally. So silver jug.
You said there was several doors off this?
Yeah, so
corridor.
there's several rooms, like side rooms.
Raw material.
So glancing around, looking around, you can see off this feasting hall, you can see what looks to have once been like a audience hall or meeting, where the Lord, the King of the King, like made greeted guests. There's a couple of small guests, what look like small guest quarters, and to the other side, there's a large kitchen with the remains of servants' quarters running off it. There's also at the far end is a switchback staircase leading up to the upper floor. Although you can see that most of the floors above have collapsed, the floors have all rotted away, and most of the debris is what's covering the table and the floor in here.
We still can't hear any fighting or any
No.
commotion from.
No, the place is completely silent, apart from the echo of your own footsteps.
Are we checking all the rooms, or are we just going
I think push on.
to go up the stairs? Yeah.
On that, before we push on, I need to bail on that, unfortunately. Sorry.
Yeah, it's getting on for me as well. Wife should be home soon, so maybe
Yeah.
hold off on further exploration.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I will just say this. So you go up these switchback steps, and it takes you leads onto a balcony at the edge of the ravine, between this main building where the hall is, and the tower across the other side. But it's like where it is, it's as if almost as if an axe of a giant has cleft the stronghold and the rock of the mountain below it in two, and it's left this huge ravine. And there's a single chain that spans this gap, and it's obviously used to be. At some point, there used to be a bridge here. And in the opposite wall, there's a portal that leads into the eastern half of the stronghold. Below you can see some debris at the bottom of the ravine. What looks like two old wagons. And just as you're looking, an arrow whizzes past your head and hits the wall, causing you to duck back. And I guess we'll leave it there.
Okay, well they attacked us, so now
they are bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That arrow makes them a bandit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good times.
Good.
Right.
Yes.
Remember, don't ask questions.
This is it. See? And you thought I were being too ruthless on him.
You should have hit him more.
That was a question. Smack.
Hey,
What smack?
these are the rules.
Teach him a lesson. We'll just not go back and untie him from the tree.
Yeah, see, the thing is,
leave
these are the rules. You don't have to know them. You just have to play by them.